So now we are on the last episode of Black Mirror Season 4, Black Museum. And it's not what you think.
Yeah, it was like...
It's only two black people.
Man, it was like 4 episodes in that episode itself.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
This is my second favorite episode, by the way.
Easter eggs.
What's that?
In there. It was a whole bunch of Easter eggs in there. If you notice,
if
you notice that
there's everything from the whole season.
From the first season too. Black Mirror 1.
I don't know the whole season like that.
2.
If I would have saw the pig, I would have got it.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of it was a whole bunch of stuff in there. It was a whole bunch of stuff from all the previous Black Mirror episodes.
I seen the tub where the husband got killed in Crocodile. I seen the lollipop that dude from the kid, USS, whatever the fuck it was called.
USS Callister.
There was some more shit in there too. I can't remember.
Yeah,
there was a tablet in there from
Archangel.
So yeah, I had seen shit. I seen it because it was the Black Museum. So
I dug that, by the way.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was dope how all it was like connected in like that type of universe too.
Yeah,
we don't get into that.
It even had all the shit from like the first season, second season, third season.
That's what made me think like this is probably the last season. I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's what it seemed like because they put everything in the museum.
Yeah.
So how this started was a female. I guess her cars ran on energy. I'm not sure, but that's what it seemed like. And she stops at a gas station and charges her car, solar powered car.
Yeah.
Seems like, and it's she's looking for something to do, I guess, because she has 3 hours to spare or some shit like that.
Yeah.
This is how it comes off, and she goes across the street or across to a museum, which doesn't open until 11, and she sees a car outside, so she obviously sees somebody there. She's knocking and shit like that, and behold, someone opens the door.
Yep.
And I forgot this motherfucker's name. Shit, I should have looked that up. he has some weird name. He has a weird name.
It was like what was it?
The girl has an accent, and he's like, "Are you from one of those weird ass countries like England or Britain or some shit like that?"
He thought she was like English or British or something.
Yeah.
Because the way she was.
But she was from somewhere else. She said somewhere else. She lied that wasn't her real origin. But she said she was from somewhere else. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, she said she was like from. I think she did say she was like from England or Britain.
Yeah, something like
that. Because like he started making like British and like English jokes and shit.
Yeah, and he was like, "Well, I'm not one to talk because I have a weird name also."
Yeah.
But I can't remember his name. I think it was, I don't know, I want to say Reginald or Ronnie. It started with R, I'm pretty sure. But so that happens. So he opens the doors for her, and his air conditioning is broke inside of
the museum.
Inside the museum because it's not working. He uses technology, by the way. Let's make that clear. He's using technology, a technologized air conditioner. So the heat isn't working or the air isn't working inside of the building, and he shows his girl around because she's like, "What is this?" He's like, "It's the Black Museum." And it's a bunch of Easter eggs, like Malcolm said. It's stuff from past seasons, it's stuff from this season, and as he's turning the lights on, he's telling stories and just talking to her.
Yeah, he's going to like random exhibits and like basically telling a story about the device in the exhibit, and each one of the exhibits that he visits or whatever and talks about like a piece of technology, it involves him. Yeah, like it's a story like, around crazy. Him, kind of.
So in this, it's 2 subplots, but it's another plot, main story. So in the first subplot is the woman asks about this hairnet type looking device, and she was like, "What's behind this?" Because he made it seem like a big deal, like, "You don't know what this is." I forgot the name of the thing, whatever the case is.
Yeah, it was like
it was something that was fucking like extraordinary back in this time when it first got released and shit like that. And so he tells the story of this doctor who was a great doctor, by the way. But it was certain things that he couldn't solve and something he couldn't figure out. And he comes to this. He said, "I worked in this hospital, but I worked on the 10th floor." So I guess the 10th floor was the experimental floor or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And so he grabs his doctor. He shows him around the 10th floor. He shows them this. I want to say, were they weasels or were they rats?
They was like, I think they were like mice or something.
I can't remember. But he was like, this one rat had been through this maze 10,000 times, studied him from back, blindfolded him out, whatever the case is, he would get out of the maze, plain and simple. And the point of the project was to transfer thoughts or like memories or something like that through each other, but that didn't happen. The case was was it, you said earlier, I can't remember, sensations or something like that, right?
Yeah, because originally the headpiece was supposed to be for them to, like, I guess, to thoughts and memories. So like so they originally wanted to test the mice to see if we have one mouse that goes through the maze and has been through that, and then one that's never been there. Yeah. And they wanted to see if the helmet would help. But then they actually found out that the machine does sensations instead, because I think they said they dropped a hot cup of coffee on one of the on one of the mice, and the other one was screaming.
Yeah, the other one was screaming at the same time, but didn't have any effect of any burns or anything like the first mouse had got.
Right. It just felt the pain of the first person.
Yeah, and so since the doctor had wanted to be a better doctor and help more people and shit like that, he agreed to be part of this project because that was just a prototype that was getting tested on animals, like everything does. You get tested on animals first, then it comes to humans. Yeah, and he was that first test project, so they implanted this thing behind his ear, which his girlfriend was like, oh, it's kind of sexy, but he had this big ass scar and a big ass boil looking ass thing on his fucking neck.
Looked like a battery.
Yeah, that's exactly what it fucking looked like. But, so that happened. So now he is, he's not even experimenting with patients anymore. He's like, this is his due process. Like, he puts his hairnet on them, and he can feel what they feel. He can figure out, like, they said, like, a kid came in, like, feeling some type of illness, but it wasn't even that. Like, the kid probably had cancer or some shit like that. And now, since that he know what cancer feels like he can know, like, if he feels this again, that's exactly what the fuck this is and shit like that.
Yeah, because when it first started off, they was doing, like, trial runs. So he started off small with, like, stab wounds and stuff like that. And then, he was, at the same time, too, he became, like, addicted to pain.
But that's after he.
It was like his little gateway.
He had died. He had because one of the people that had the net on had died. So now that he experienced death, 5 minutes later, he came back to himself, and they was like, man, there's nothing wrong with him. Like, all signs checked, yes, and everything's a go. And then was he having? Was it when he was? No, that was part of it too. When he had sex with this woman, I don't know how that would feel, but to have a male orgasm and a female orgasm.
I was like, whoa, that was wow. I was like, man, I was like, yo,
that would feel, but goddamn. Like that's wild as fuck. But
I was like, man, that was a pretty good idea to use that. I was like, yeah, that's crazy as hell.
But I forgot how it came about. But so he came back too after those 5 minutes. He came back to life, and they said everything was like, okay. And he went back to work. And I guess something had happened, and I guess he felt the pain, and he just loved that pain. And after that, he just kept getting more addicted to it, to the point, we're going to fast forward a little bit because we got 2 more stories to tell, but to the point that he had to be constricted and thrown out of the entire hospital because he was I think somebody was
getting off. He was getting off on it.
Somebody was having a heart attack, and he was just fucking, he was like, wait, to the point that he wants to die again, to feel how he die again, just to feel that pleasure and pain again, to the point like he's addicted to this shit. And the one thing that he wasn't addicted to find out that he wasn't addicted to the pain. He was addicted to the point that people can feel fear of the pain.
Yeah.
Like somebody knows that, like, damn, this is gonna hurt, because he went home and he fucked himself up.
Yeah, he did.
He cut himself up. He pulled all his teeth out. Woo. All type of shit. Like,
then he took his.
That motherfucker was talking about. That motherfucker.
He took it a step further too. He went out. He went out and you remember he put the thing on homeless dude.
Yeah. Like, and that's when he found out. Like, that's when he found out. Like, he was addicted not just to the pain but to the fear of it. And to that point, he went to go find a homeless person, and he screwdriver. He automatic screwdriver. Fuck out that nigga. And the point they constricted his ass. They locked him up in some type of mental home or some shit like that. And the funny dude is to snap back into reality because the guy that was telling the story, he was like, he still smiles today with a boner on it. And all type of shit. Just some funny shit. Like, and the girl was like, okay. The girl was like, get the fuck out of here. He was like, okay, I lied about the boner part. But still, he's smiling.
He's still smiling. Yeah. He still feels that pain.
Yeah. So that's just that plot. And then it snapped back into reality, and the girl is going around still asking questions, still trying to figure out. Like,
and they hit another exhibit.
More shit. Yeah, and then they hit another exhibit, and it's this stuffed monkey. He was like, oh, this is the saddest story of all. And you don't get why it's so sad until you actually starts telling the story. So that subplot, I can't remember, but it was like I think they was at a frat party or some shit, and this male and female, they found each other, and he was like, it was a thing about a cupcake or some shit like that, and they had sex, and
got married or whatever.
I don't think they got married, but they had a baby and everything like that, and the man and the baby were trying to take a picture while the female was trying to take a picture. By the way, that truck came out of fucking nowhere. That was weird. She wasn't even in the street. They were in the fucking park.
No.
They were in the park. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck this truck even came from.
They were on the sidewalk because he was like take the picture. So she backed off the curb.
They were by a lake that bicycle got back. So I'm trying to see where the fuck this truck even came from in the first place. But fast forward. She got hit by a truck. She's in a coma. And the guy I think it's been years. It's been like 4 or 5 years, and she's just in this vegetative state. But it's this thing that they hooked up to her that gives her a choice between yes or no, and it's a green light or a red light, whatever the case was. I can't remember. It was green light or yellow light. It's some shit. But she can still make choices somehow through her mind or some shit like that. But she just can't move her body. Her conscious state is still there. And the same guy that's in reality comes and asks this guy, we have this prototype project once again.
We're able to transfer her consciousness into your body,
which is weird because he was like, she can see what you can see, she can feel what you can feel. So if you hug your son, she can feel that hug. You feel that.
Yeah, that's what's so her and him.
That shit, she didn't need no self.
She was like,
that nigga was still thinking, and she was like, no, you gonna do this shit. And fast forward a little bit more. So now they do this, they go through this process and everything like that. So now she's in his system, in his body and shit like that. And it shows like, I don't want to say it, like a looking glass. I call it a looking glass.
Yeah.
And so she can see everything that he's seeing and everything like that.
Pause. Let me just say, if I was in any kind of situation, I would never. I love my wife, but I wouldn't want my wife in my head.
It'd be weird as fuck.
I was like, man, I already knew. I knew I was back. It was going south. I was like, oh man, this shit is going south quick.
So this is why we fast forward. So she gets into his mind for the first time. She sees her son, like he's like 5, 6 years old now. She hasn't seen him since she was like probably like a couple months old.
Yeah.
So now she finally sees him. She gets a hug, and so their life is moving forward. But at the same time, she's still in this man's head. So now he's living life with her in her head, like, and the first thing he's doing is looking at it. The first thing he's doing is looking at a comic book. She's like, and he can hear everything that she's saying, and she can hear everything she's saying. Like, they're one person, but she's just in his head. She's like, oh my God, move on.
Turn the page already. She was like, you're not done reading? Right. Slow reading. He was like, I like to enjoy it.
No, bitch, it's graphic. I like to see the pictures.
Right? Right at that point. That's where I knew it was going to go south.
Then he was like, man, I got to piss. So like he's pissing, but she can also feel the same thing. Like she can see it.
She can see
it.
She
was like, you ain't gonna wash our hands? He's like, our bitch. These are my
She was like nagging him. She was like nagging him.
She was like on his final nerves.
So you're not gonna wash your hands?
And then fast forward, she gets more extreme about more shit. I can't remember exactly, but she gets more extreme about more shit. In fact, he was looking at a girl that entered the elevator and shit like that. He's like, also, you just gonna look at this bitch boobs while I can see these bitches too? I'm like,
he was looking at her ass.
Bitch, I was like, you dead? And you're dead. Like, what the fuck do you want from me? Like,
I mean, your body's dead.
I've been faithful in the motherfucker. Like, you in me and you can see everything I'm seeing. And so yeah, he's like, man, I can't take this shit no more. So he goes back to the guy that installed the shit, installed her into her brain. He's like, man, this bitch is just doing too much. I need some.
He's like, I need some privacy, something.
I need something. So he was like, you could just pause her for a while. Like, how the fuck does that work? So Eventually I forgot what the fuck she did.
They installed something in him where he can like basically do something remote.
Like an app, like the phone, like an Archangel and shit like that.
Yeah, he can have.
So he paused her. I forgot what the fuck she did. I forgot what she said. Months. She was like, I think it was Halloween or some shit like that. And she got back into it and was like, how long the fuck I been paused? He's like, a couple weeks.
9.
Like, damn. He said, like, bitch, I'm tired of you. Like, I need some space for real. So she comes back to, she's like, don't ever do that again, shit like that. And then he was like, well, shit, we need to set some boundaries. He's like, shit, you're gonna be a weekend parent, and like during the week, I need my time and peace and all that other shit. And so that's how it was. And then a lady moves in, a neighbor,
and
black chick, he's into her and shit like that. She was like, man, she's back yapping. Back yapping again, bothering his ass. And he's like, you know what, I ain't gotta take this shit. Pauses her.
She's like, no, please don't.
And I don't know how long he pauses her for, but by the time he, I think it was like 2 months then, right?
It was like 2.
It was like a month or 2. It was like 2. I think
it was like 2 months.
It was probably like 2 months. It was 2 something, either 2 weeks or 2 months or some shit like that. And he snaps her back in. When he snaps her back in, him and this lady got a whole relationship going on. Like, she's around his son and all this other shit.
She's
so
like
she feels the type of way, man. Yeah, exactly. And she feels the type of way. And then the funniest thing is, he at the lady that he just met is at the park playing with her son, while he's like on the other side a little bit talking to her inside her head. He was like, I'm not doing this with you right now and all this other shit.
Yeah,
and the girl walks up, is that bitch bothering you again? I'm like, God damn.
I was like, man,
I don't even get how the lady like either fathom like, yeah, my ex-wife is in my head and shit like that, but
he probably
she don't bother me though. She's like, I'm like, but I don't even get how somebody will fathom like you'll be with somebody that got another ex-bitch in your head and shit like that. But she walks up to him like, is that bitch bothering you again?
She's like, look, she giving you more shit because I'm here and all this stuff. Well, she's like.
And then some more shit goes on, and like they both kind of fed up with it at this point. So now they go back and see the guy.
Her again.
Yeah,
they pause her again and then go see the guy.
They go see the guy, and he's like, we have another solution that they have been working on this stuffed doll that does the exact same thing that you're doing right now, but it's a prototype. So. The transference, once again, he's thinking again, but he also has these females making quick decisions for him that he's still even thinking about, because the girl was like, hell yeah, put that bitch in that monkey.
Yeah, the girl that she was like, yeah, put her in that monkey.
Like, fuck all this other bullshit, and he's still thinking about it.
She's like, yeah, because she was like, you did enough for her. Yeah, like, it's time for you to live your life. She's like, put her in the monkey. Like, she'll still have that connection with her son. She was like, you need to be living on your own.
And so that happens, and now, so fast forward a little bit more. So now her consciousness is in this monkey prototype. By the way, let's make that
what's funny was
clear. Prototype. So now she doesn't have much of an option like she had in his body. So when she gets put in the monkey, she only has 2 choices or 2 words. And I guess they gave the monkey to the child on his birthday or Christmas or something like that. But it was a present. So he unveils the monkey. He's like, yeah, a monkey. But the girl inside the monkey is like, what the fuck? she unpaused it right there. She was like, what the fuck? So she wakes up and like
there's 2 buttons on the side that she can talk, and I think one of them was I need a hug, or give me a hug.
And the other one was like, I love you or something.
I love you, give me a hug, and then it says I'm sad, give me a hug.
Something like that. Some shit like that. To the point where, and this is what's funny, because this is another funny part with the female that the guy just met. She kept pressing, whatever button she kept pressing, like, I need a hug, I need a hug, I need a hug, I need a hug. The thing is just going nuts. It's going haywire. And the kid was like, what the fuck?
The kid was like freaking out.
The lady grabbed this motherfucker, grabbed this monkey doll and said, bitch, you either gonna be cool or gonna throw your ass out. Talking to a doll, but you know, it's the consciousness of the woman. And she was like, bitch, are you gonna act right? And she's like, the doll didn't say shit. And then she's like, bitch, click I love you for yes. I need a hug for no. And she was like, I love you for yes and shit like that, whatever the case is. And like, cool. But as in reality and real world, like me and Malcolm know for a fact, kids get tired of toys, and they just throw them bitches to the side. So they throw this. The kid is growing up. He's not even growing up by years. By the way, he just probably like a couple months or a couple weeks later or some shit.
Yeah, he's
tired of this fucking monkey. It's a monkey. It's a stuffed monkey. It ain't that important because they never tell the kid like they don't make it known that they tell the kid like mommy's inside of my brain or mommy's inside of the monkey brain.
No, they told him that what they didn't tell him directly.
He just kept saying, "Mommy loves you, mommy."
Yeah, he was like,
hug or some shit like that.
He was saying that. He didn't tell the kid for sure that the mom is in the bear. Yeah, he just told him that
even in his mind,
the bear and the mom is connected. So like he's like, if you ever get sad, mommy can feel when you hugging the bear or whatever. Something
to that point. But yeah, so he gets rid of so the kid gets tired of the monkey toy because that's what the fuck kids do, and he just throws that motherfucker on the floor. And by that time, that bitch is just trapped in that monkey and nobody gives a fuck about it. And then we snap back into reality with the young lady and the guy who's created all this shit in these two subplot worlds. And now he's to the point, like the whole point of his museum is like, I have a main attraction. I have a big main attraction. And so now they go into the museum and they go to this main attraction. And this guy, he did have a story, so he was right. It is 4 stories. I thought it was only 3.
It's 4 stories.
That's the third story.
Yeah,
so it's this guy that's on.
He was on like.
It was connected too. The story with the monkey and this guy that went to murder. I didn't notice that till I think they said somebody's name that he had murdered or whatever the case was. So he was on death row for murdering someone, and that's this new subplot. This third story inside that plot.
I think his thing was like he was supposed to be innocent or whatever, but like
I forgot.
It was some information and stuff because like he was still keeping up hope and stuff that because his trial.
He was good either way. If he died, the family's gonna get some money, or even if he got free, he just got free or whatever. Fuck the case.
That guy came. That same guy we talked about that was in the reality. He came to this guy and he was like, "Well, we got a new project, and we was wondering, since you gonna be on death row anyway, you're gonna die. We wanted to download your self-consciousness. It meant more like a hologram."
Right.
And he's like,
am I a ghost or some shit like that?
He's like, am I gonna feel anything? I'm a ghost. He's like, oh, we don't know. You just be a hologram. Yeah. You just be living as a hologram and stuff like that. And after that, he was like, all right, so like, how's this working? Is my family gonna be? He's like, oh, they're gonna be set for life. He's like, yeah. So after you die, they're gonna get a nice little big bonus or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go through with it because like, you know, the court ain't gonna believe me, and they already sentenced me to death. So I'm basically just going ahead and take this deal from this guy. So it comes time to his execution, and they're like putting this device on the side of his head and stuff like that, and they're trying to like basically connect his last moments, like get his last moments.
Yeah, I think it was like the last 15 seconds or the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, his life and stuff like that. So they basically pull the switch and fry the man like the electric chair style, and
the dude took the thing off his neck. Yep.
Yeah, and it downloaded
it perfectly. That's what he said. And then after that, he uploaded him into this little prison or inside the museum, but it looks like a room. It's a little ass room.
It kind of remind you of like a zoo. It had like a glass and like interactive buttons and shit around it. And they can pretty much see the hologram dude. So what was fucked up was he was testing to see how high of a voltage could he go.
Yeah, and I think it was 15 seconds. They couldn't go past 15 seconds.
Yeah, he couldn't go past 15. Yeah, so he like what was fucked up was like he was taking money on the side too from like all kinds of like people, because like eventually like he opened up the attraction and people love the little thing where they can like pull the switch and see like,
and then get a souvenir of like a little keychain of him, shit, which is weird as fuck, bro.
That was crazy.
That's weird as shit.
Then you had like they were saying like not only that those type of people, like just regular tourists, you had like white supremacy people coming and just paying extra money. Rich people that was coming and paying to like torture the dude.
There's only so much you can do at this museum after you keep seeing and come back. So he kept losing business. And to keep his lights on and shit like that, he would invite little weirdos like people that was getting turned on by fucking electrocuting this nigga because some nigga tried to pull his dick out and
start jerking it. Yeah. I was like, oh.
It got weird as fuck. And then he had like Malcolm was saying, white supremacists shit coming in. Like they just love the torture. And he got up like 14 seconds. Like,
they was trying to let it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he kept getting electrocuted so much to the point like
he was frying.
He was to the point where the fuck what's dude that on Game of Thrones where he got his dick cut off and shit like that, and he was just the dog to the.
Oh, you talking about
boy? I can't think of his fucking name, but pretty much he was pretty much in a vegetative state after a little while because he wouldn't talk, he wouldn't do anything anymore. Like he was just obedient as fuck. Theon Greyjoy, exactly. He pretty much got Theon Greyjoy, but in ghost form. Yeah. And to the point that he didn't respond to shit no more. He just took his torture and he was running that slobbing and drooling and every fucking thing. Like he was not responsible. It was like before he was like talking and kind of like telling people no. Yeah, exactly. So now we snap back into reality. The AC is still not on. It's hot as fuck. Oh, by the way, the girl gave him some water because she just thought he was like sweaty as fuck, man.
He thought she was being nice and shit.
Yeah.
About it.
And that was before the story of the monkey, by the way, just to keep it in perspective. And so he drinks this water, tells a story about the monkey, then keeps going, tells a story about the black guy, and he's then like, snap back into reality. He can't breathe, or he's feeling this choking sensation, and to find out he's been poisoned by this girl. Yeah. And she loses her whole English accent. Like that motherfucker's going.
She went straight. She went straight. She's like, you thought I was English, huh? Yeah. Let me tell you where I'm really from. I was like, oh shit.
Streets, nigga. So that happens, and like she tells the story of like her mom and shit like that.
Like what they went through.
Because her mom came and seen them one time, and his wife couldn't even recognize he couldn't recognize who his wife was at that point because he's been that fucking tortured at that point.
Yeah.
To that point, and so now I think the mother died. Correct?
She killed it. Yeah, she kind of.
Yeah, she killed herself. She killed herself. She was drinking and taking pills and shit, so she killed herself. And what else? I'm trying to tell it in order without telling it exactly what happened. So the girl confronts him, and she was like, cause she's hacked everything. She tells him because he's choking and like he can't do shit no more. So like she's telling him like I hacked your AC.
Yeah.
Real fucking easy. I hacked.
He's like,
I hacked your
thanks for that money. She was like, thanks for that money.
See, I hacked your computer system, and now I'm gonna show you how to use your own shit against you. Because while he's telling her all these stories since she's been there, she already knows this motherfucker and everything that he's done because she even uses his own devices against him. I was gonna say something about that. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say, but
you can kind of tell.
That's when your shit goes against you. That's a little bit of revenge.
Yeah,
revenge plot.
You can kind of tell, like from the time she walked into that exhibit to the end, that her attitude completely changed. When she got there, I was like, oh man.
Because every time he told a story, he was like, he made the story seem so good and like everything just went great with his experience
with the people and shit.
But she was like, okay, so where's the butt? Like where's the past after this? Like where does this shit fuck up at?
He's like, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. Yeah. I got all this great shit in this museum of all my greatest hits.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was like, you know what? She's like, you can see the anger in her like slowly just growing and coming out. Because like by the time she got the dude, like, and that was her dad, because like I could tell it was some kind of correlation between her.
Yeah, because he looked at it, he was like, I haven't seen him do that in a long time, or some shit, or some shit he had said because like he recognized he likes you or some shit like that. He said some shit like that to that degree. I can't remember, but she poisons him. She uses his device against him for the consciousness, like the same one that we were telling you all with.
Where he downloads the digital. Make a digital copy of him.
You go into somebody else's brain or whatever the case is, and then she says, "I love you, Dad," shit like that, because she puts him inside of her dad, and then she flips the switch and for the 15 seconds because she said, even though he's gonna die, you're still gonna feel this pain forever or some shit like that. that she had said, and so she flips the switch. Let's go to 15 seconds. Her dad dies, but then she receives a souvenir of his ass screaming and hollering, and then she leaves the building. She sets it on fire somehow. I forgot how the fuck she set it on. No, she took her little hacking thing out the air conditioner. She took out the air conditioner, and that set the whole building on fire. And then she gets into her car because it's fully charged. And it's been 3 hours. She gets fully charged, and the same thing she just trapped his ass with somehow, or not even somehow, but she figured out how to put her. She also took the monkey that was with her. That's because the monkey, after all these years, however long this period was, the girl is still alive. And I think I'm assuming she's the same age. I don't know if she gets older or something like that, but somehow inside that monkey she's still alive. So she takes the monkey with her, gets inside of her car, then she looks inside of her rearview mirror, and she was like, "Did I do good, Mom?" Because her mom's inside her consciousness is in her mom's head and shit like that.
That was wild.
Yeah, it was dope as fuck. And so she's like, "Did I do good, Mom?" She's like, "Yeah, baby, you did good," all this other shit. And then that motherfucking museum just catches on fire.
Yeah, and she drove off. I was like, whoa.
I was like, man, after all this goes on, I'm like, man, was this the last? Because I know a lot of Black Mirrors about technology and shit, and I'm just like, I saw this, I was like, damn, is this the final season or some shit like that? Or like, I don't know what's gonna happen next, because they didn't show to the museum or shit. It made it seem like an origin story and
of Black Mirror,
shit like that. So I don't know. I'm assuming that's the last season, but I actually like this season. Other than those episodes, Crocodile and Metalhead, I thought the shit was dope. But those are my favorite episodes, though.
Yeah, this season was very good.
Hang the DJ, and fucking the Black Museum. So yeah. This is I think we just did 6 full episodes of the Black Mirror. We're gonna release them all separately, and we might just release one that all of them together. But thanks for tuning in to the DADS podcast. My name is Clint.
My name is Mal.
And this has been our review of Black Mirror Season 4. Hope you all enjoyed it, and we out!